Greetings, zodiac sign Virgo, Virgo Sun, Virgo Rising, and Virgo Moon. Welcome to your Akashic Records reading for May 2021 by Ama LightWorker. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. If you are new, welcome to you. Please subscribe and turn on the notification bell. These are general readings. For those of you who would like to have a private personal consultation with me, please visit my website www.amalightworker.com and email me at amalightworker@gmail.com. For those of you who would like to know more, I have already uploaded a whole new reading for your sign, and it is available for download and purchase. And for those of you who are interested, the Vimeo link is posted down here below in the show more description box. With that being said, now let's focus on this reading for you, Virgo. There's a lot that is going on internally with you, your inner frustration, inner anxiety, and it feels like everything that you are experiencing emotionally is building up. You have to be very careful not to act on your inner frustration. This is an important time of your life when you have to restart something. Any projects that were left off, now you're going to pick them up. Could be an old idea, could be a goal. So something that somehow was interrupted, now will continue. It will pick up. For some of you, this could also be in terms of a relationship or in terms of a friendship. You are going to examine your social life. You are going to examine your presence that you have on social media. Many of you are going to be going through everything that you are subscribed to. Clubs, organizations, societies, communities. Anything that you follow that requires a subscription. You're going to go through online communities that you belong, and you are going to select what are you going to continue to follow and what are you going to not follow anymore. There's been a little bit of disarray for you recently, and in May you are going to regain a new sense of peace, a new sense of clarity. Because you are going to regain clarity, okay, that's is going to be the reason why you're not going to feel this disarray anymore. Some of you could be doing some research. You may want to find out some data. It could be about different computer programs. Some of you are going to be doing research about a new job. For other ones, it's going to be about research in terms of your health. You could be researching the symptoms. You could be researching the diagnosis. During this time, you may have to deal with hospitals, clinics, doctor's visits, medical testings, and it feels like whatever this is, I'm getting the sense that these are just regular thing, normal things that you have to go through here and there. There could be something that you may need to address with a doctor. Some minor procedures are coming up for some of you, but it feels that everything is going to reach a culmination point. You're going to be okay. The Akashic records are indicating to me that May, June are going to be months when you are going to rest, recuperate, you're going to build up your physical energy, and you are going to also build up your emotional energy because of something that you decided to do. Maybe you decided to go ahead and proceed with a medical test or a medical proceeding. Maybe you're going to decide, okay, let's continue with this project. Let's give it a try one more time. And it could be different things for different Virgos. Whatever it is that you decide to continue or to pick up, You are going to now get the additional information that maybe wasn't available to you before. Now there's going to be new factors, new knowledge, new information coming in. And that is going to facilitate now this project or the situation that maybe you got stuck. And it could be that for some of you, you needed some important details in terms of a legal case, or maybe some important data, facts, evidence, or paperwork in terms of a legal case. Now it feels like everything is going to show up for you. Everything is going to come together for you. So for some of you, finally something in terms of your health is coming together. For other ones, it's going to be in terms of a work-related project, paperwork, documents of importance, legal stuff. It could be that in terms of repairs, anything that may show up to be repaired, to be fixed during this time. Family matters. Maybe you are not aware of every little thing. Maybe you weren't aware of certain details, and that led to you that made you either misjudge the situation, the family circumstance, and now in the light of this new information, new revelations, you are able to perceive the situation under a new light, therefore gaining more clarity. There is a sense that for many of you, you were trying to let go of something. Maybe you were trying to let go of guilt, shame. Maybe you are trying to let go of a relationship or a contract. Maybe some of you were looking into breaking a contract. Maybe you are trying to get out of an arrangement. Maybe you were looking to get out of a contract, getting out of an agreement. You are going to find a loophole. You're going to find a way, okay, for you to get out of it. When one door closes, another door opens. For many of you, I'm getting the sense that there's going to be a lot of prospects for you to continue to increase your career. And for other ones, I'm shown a variety of work opportunities. Over the course of the next 3 months, there's going to be one work opportunity after another coming up for you. Some of you are going to be dealing with a situation where you are going to feel that somebody is asking so many questions, okay? These could be questions of a personal nature, and you're going to be like, why is this person, wants to know everything? It could be that this person is asking you a lot of questions about work. They may be asking you questions about, what do you think about this? I want to know your opinion. And you're going to be feeling like this person is interviewing you somehow. You are going to feel a little bit bothered by anyone who is trying to pry in your private affairs or in your private files, computers. You may be feeling a little bit aware of people, a person that you live with, a person that you work with, or it could be one of those an unknowing computer virus that could be the case for some of you. So in some ways, you're going to be a little bit concerned about issues of privacy. And it could be about a computer virus and the privacy of files that you have on your computer. Some of you are going to back up your work. Whatever work you have, you may have to make another copy. If you are printing anything, make another copy. You may need to back up your files on your computers. You are also going to be dealing with a lot of systems changing during this time or upgrading. This could be different systems and programs on your computer, on your telephone, on your tablets that you are using. In the work environment, there's going to be some changes. For some of you, you're going to notice that the layout is changing. You may also notice that your superiors are thinking, maybe they're not going to formally announce it just yet, but they are thinking of adjustments, and they are thinking of changing rules, regulations, procedures. So there's going to be new ways of doing your work, and you may get an announcement, you may hear about it. So it feels like in May, a lot of you are going to prepare, getting your ducks in a row, preparing for something to happen. You may be preparing for court, you may be preparing for these new work changes, preparing for summer if you are traveling or going anywhere or taking some time off. For some of you, you may also deal with some bitter-sweet memories, some bitter-sweet moments. And it's going to be a certain sense of your past, how your past was, people that you have gained, people that you have lost. And there's going to be this sense of you evaluating, so to speak, the gain and the loss. For some of you Virgos, this gain and loss is going to be in terms of your finances. You could be going through assets, finances, material wealth that you possess, anything that you have under your name, and kind of compare if there was a gain, if there was a loss, if there was a shift. Some of you may have to deal during this time with a collection agency. You may have to deal with some mistakes maybe, or maybe you forgot to pay a bill. So anything that is not working with your finances, whether that is your credit card score, some mishaps with a bank account, transferring money from one account to another, any mistakes, errors, in terms of your finances, something will come up for you to fix it, for you to adjust it. For many of you, the Akashic records are advising that anything that you can prepare ahead of time to do that, not to leave anything for the last moment, because timing is going to be of an essence. So anything that you have to do, do it rather than postpone it if that is within your power. I'm also getting the case that for some of you, maybe you haven't been out, and maybe you had to dress up either formally or dress a little bit better because you have to go to an event. You may be going into a restaurant and it requires a certain attire. You may be going back to work or to an important meeting. Therefore, you're going to have with you like files with you and dressed a little bit better than usual. Maybe wearing a suit for some of you. So there is this sense that for some of you, life somehow, okay, you are very hopeful that life is going back to normal, and you are going to get a sense of what life was, what life is, and what life could be. You are going to be looking forward to feeling comfortable with yourself, getting a sense that life is going back to normal. For some of you, during this time, you may have some concern around grandparents or the older generation in your family. You may try to help or assist them. You may be worried about their financial safety. You may be worried about their health. So it feels like you could be trying to help an elderly person. Again, that could be an elderly relative of yours. If there was anything from your past that kind of was a little bit unresolved in terms of a settlement, in terms of an inheritance, in terms of a property, in May and in June, there's going to be more developments. Because I am getting the sense that for many of you, very soon, something will come to an agreement, and you are going to be able to finalize a settlement situation, a family-related property situation, and an inheritance-related situation. It's very important also that you, Virgo, take a look at where is it that maybe you were projecting a little bit, and maybe you were hoping to get something more out of the outcome. Because sometimes, maybe to you that doesn't happen very often, but sometimes you have the tendency to watch everything with rose-colored glasses. And there's going to be this sense of reawakening, okay? You are going to be able to separate the truth from an illusion. Many of you are going to feel compelled to take some action, okay? Maybe in connection to what is happening in the world. You may want, some of you are going to feel like you want to contribute something. So you may contribute to a charity, to a fundraiser. You are going to feel this need to even maybe do some pro bono work, or simply feeling compelled to help someone who needs some help. I'm also getting an image of some of you Virgos having to repair something that has to deal with your car. It could be something minor that may be showing up, but there's going to be something about your car that may show up for you to address. If it's not the mechanics of your car, could be paperwork or documentation in regards to your car. You are going to be a little bit more aware than before about safety around your neighborhood. For some reason, some of you are going to double check whether you lock the door. If you have a security or an alarm system, you're going to double check if everything is on. So there's going to be a certain sense that of being a little bit on the edge or being a little bit alarmed. However, the Akashic records are not indicating to me anything happening for you to feel that way. It could just be you feeling generally concerned. You may have a tendency in May to feel a little bit forgetful, and for that reason, the Akashic records are recommending that you take notes. Even if it is like your usual trip to the grocery store, better write things down. If you come up with an idea, write it down. Anything that you need to do, like a to-do list, write it down. Do you have a goal, a vision? Write it down. Many of you during this time are going to start to work with a vision board. And you may be going back to something that you used to do that used to give you a lot of pleasure. This could be an old job, an old profession, an old hobby. Maybe you used to paint and you stopped, and now you're going to go back to it. Maybe you loved singing, now you're going to go back to it. Maybe you love dancing, now you're going to go back to it. So it could be anything that gave you a lot of pleasure, or like a hobby. Now you may decide to go back to it. There's a lot that you have learned in the meantime. For some of you, this is life lessons. For other ones, something that you developed further because you went through a training, you took a course, you took a class, or maybe you finished your studies. Whatever you are doing right now, you are now going to take everything to the next level. If you have a business, you're going to take it to the next level. If you have a social media account and you are looking to get more followers, you're going to take that to the next level. In whatever line of work you are doing, you are going to expand that. You're going to take your work or your career to the next level. If you are working on anything creatively, on a creative project, you are going to take that to the next level. Some of you during this time could be nominated. Maybe you could be nominated as Employee of the Month. If you are presenting some work, maybe you enter some work in a competition, you could be nominated. Maybe you enter a book or a screenplay or a movie or a project that you did. You may enter that in a competition or in some kind of an expo where it's going to get a lot of views, and for many of you is going to get a lot of acclaim. The energy around you is shifting, and I got a similar message for a lot of other signs that for some reason either you felt that the energy shifted last month, okay, and this shift is going to continue for many of you. This positive shift, kind of propelling you very gently to move forward, is going to continue for many of you for the next 12 months at least, if not longer. And there's going to be a lot of emphasis during this time for the next 12 months or longer on how your work is going to shift, change, is going to look completely different, or you may end up completely with a new job. But whatever happens, you are going to end up in a higher level with your work or with your career. There is this sense of freedom. You are going to free yourself from anything that no longer was working, whether that was a work-related circumstance, a relationship, a marriage, anything that you needed to let go of. Because little by little, before you know it, you are going to begin this process of reinventing yourself. And reinventing yourself may take a while. In May, maybe there's going to be something externally that you're going to reinvent yourself, some changes with your physical appearance. And then the deeper, meaningful changes will come. So it feels like in the next 12-month cycle, you are going to be changing and transforming, reinventing yourself, reinventing your life, or reinvented at least one area of your life, particularly your work and your career. I hope that this is making sense to you. Do leave me a comment down here below. And for those of you who would like to know more, I have already uploaded a whole new reading for you that is, and that link is available for download and purchase. For those of you who are interested, the link is posted down here below. Contact me for a private reading. Visit my website, www.amalightworker.com, or email me at amalightworker@gmail.com. Thank you very much. Like, share, subscribe, and I will reconnect with you in the next video. Bye for now.